What is going on, everybody? Crypto Clay here, tapping in with you. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Yeah, so things are crazy with the Flare airdrop. I mean, it hit and then boom, people dumped it. You know, it's a little sad to see, but also it's expected. You know, in a bear market, everybody's trying to take their profits. You can't really blame them, right? Look, look. So on the 7th, it was 51 cents. Now we're sitting at, oh man, we're sitting at 4 cents right now and doesn't look too hot. Um, I was looking at the supply. I didn't realize Flare had such a high supply. And that supply, circulating wise, is only going to go up. Like right now, circulating is only 12 billion. But apparently, I didn't know this, it has a supply of 105 billion. And because I saw the dump, and I'm the kind of guy when I see shit tank, I'm like, is this a buy time? Do I buy? Do I look at this? No, no, no. Don't rush. Don't rush. That's me inside my head. Like, is this a time to buy it? But I started looking at the supply, and I'm like, man, even though I still might pick some up at these prices just to be safe, because I'm a long-term holder, because it's going to be a continuous release, and people are going to dump it every single time. Is that what's going to happen? Every single time the drop comes, everyone's going to dump it, or is anyone who's that type of mindset, did they already just dump it? I don't know. Or I've heard speculation that I mean, how much of this flare is going to the exchanges, right? Are they the ones dumping it? Are they the ones turning it into Bitcoin? Because, uh, I mean, there's insolvency scares. So if they can make their Bitcoin reserves bigger, maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a whale. I'm just a working man trying to survive in the rat race. So boy, am I stuck on the hamster wheel right now. Woo! We gotta change it up. We gotta change it up. I gotta spin that hamster wheel a different way. Get off, baby. Yeah, it's coming. I'm the type. I know I'm not a tree. I wanted to look at this that flare chart with on trading view, and it's like, what? It's like, Jesus, dude. Fuck. What are you supposed to do with that? What are you supposed to do with that? So I pulled the fib from its bottom here, basically when the IOU launched, is basically what I did. And so I pulled it to its high, the top of its candle. You know what I mean? Just because I was curious. Uh, I think I was still in the middle of playing with it. I mean, God. So my point is this candle has wicked so far down, you know, way below the 0.786 into our gray box. I think we would return to the gray box at some point, uh, unless there's going to be continued sell pressure, because, like, for example, Uphold just allowed you to trade just a couple hours ago. So that will that continue the plunge of this candle? I don't know, man. This is crazy. But my overall point is I'm watching Flare for a buy opportunity, and I might pick up a little bit on at these prices. It's not financial advice. It's just because I believe in the project long term. I'm definitely going to try and take my Flare and put it in a place where I can vote, like Bifrost wallet. Bifrost is a really cool wallet. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, super cool, super awesome wallet. Crypto market is doing good. Look, it's at 17,452. Bitcoin is, and it seems to still be pushing. Did we see a bottom and that was it, and now this is our leg up, and then we're going to move sideways for a little while? In my opinion, we kind of need to break some certain levels in order to get us to a point where I believe like the bear market is kind of over, or at least the bottom happened. And I wanted to point out here, this is on the Bitcoin chart. Okay, I've talked about the NVT signal before. It's my favorite signal. Uh, so I got it pulled up here. And you can see down here, whenever the orange signal moving average moves above the NVT line, we have bearish movement, right? And when that orange signal line has crossed below the NVT, it has gone bullish, okay? And we have just seen it, the signal line, go above the NVT line, and it crashed, right? And now look, if you look here, I'll pull this up. That signal MA has moved below the NVT again. And so are we going to get another rip like this? See how it likes to rip once there's a cross like that? See how it moved below here and then it ripped? It moved below here and then it ripped? It just moved below here. And is it going to rip? See, was this the bottom down here? Was this the bottom? I'm not sure. In the NVT. In the price, it would have been November 22nd, or maybe a little further down. Or sorry, not November. Yeah, November 14th to the 21st, I think was potentially the bottom. Unless we get some kind of horrible news, some other company collapses or some kind of regulation comes in, I think the bottom is potentially in. And why wouldn't we return to the 0.618? I don't know. Or why wouldn't we bounce off the bottom of the 0.618, maybe even retest this again, and then continue on, and just a lot of months of up and down and moving sideways on the horizon, potentially. I wanted to read a quote that I put on my Twitter. If you haven't found me on Twitter, if you're finding me on YouTube, then you got to go check out my Twitter. It's at ClayTron. And no, I don't hold any Tron. I made this account a long time ago in 2016. I probably held Tron in 2016. I do not hold Tron anymore. It's just actually a name that people have called me for a long time, Claytron. So at Claytron is ClayXRP. That's where you'll find me. So anyway, I put a quote of one of my favorite people on there. He's an enlightened mystic. Maybe you heard of him. His name's Osho. He used to be called Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh. And there's a whole bunch of controversial stuff, but I'm into XRP. I'm into controversial things and people and ideas, right? So anyway, I just really liked it, so I pinned it to my Twitter for now. The politician has the political power. The priest has the religious power. The politician protects the priest blesses the politician, and the masses are exploited. Their blood is sucked by both. Religions have made man's mind retarded by creating beliefs out of fictions, and politicians have destroyed man by creating as undignified a life as possible. Because their power depends on your slavery, these barriers should be removed. Rather, science should be employed not in the service of death and destruction, but in the service of life and love, affirmation, celebration. We are in such a situation today that either we will let these rotten politicians and priests destroy the whole of humanity and the earth, or we will have to take the power from their hands and decentralize it. I just thought that was great. I thought that was a great line. Anyway, another signal that I've been looking at here is the long-short ratio. What's up with this? I thought it was really cool. So, like, you can choose Bitcoin. This is the last 5 minutes. Let's do the last 24 hours. So in the last 24 hours, more people are taking shorts, not by much. And the day before that, more people are taking shorts. Okay, so people are expecting Bitcoin to go down, which this would be the perfect opportunity for the market maker to cause a rip up. Or are those shorts the market maker? You can go down here and continue to look. Man, we're getting tons of buys in Bitfinex. And I like to see which exchange, because we know which exchanges have lots of volume. You know what I mean? Binance, Kraken. It's interesting that I don't see Coinbase on here. Huh. Interesting. Haters. Let's check out XRP, the long short. So in the past 24 hours, more people going short on XRP. So that doesn't leave you with anything. The NVT is showing that we could see a rip, but everybody's going short. These are tough times, guys. To tell you the truth, I'm not a TA expert, and you probably could tell. Uh, but even the TA experts, they don't really know what's going to happen because anything could crack down onto the market right now. We have no idea. Some kind of crazy news could happen. I am looking more towards the next lunar cycle. We'll see how that plays a role in what's going on. I just started talking about some weird shit. I think it's time. I think it's time we get the tinfoil hat on. Oh, yeah. So, I prefer to leave you with some kind of crazy concept, right? And maybe you've heard of this concept that Bitcoin and the concept of blockchain is an alien concept. That extraterrestrials, maybe they be physical or extra dimensional, either telepathically or physically, brought us the concept of a computer, the concept of distributed ledger, and the concept of blockchain, and that whatever handful of blockchains our planet develops will just become a node in an intergalactic blockchain. Oh man, super crazy idea. It's kind of interesting that that conspiratorial concept of the Roswell incident being the government covering up a UFO crash. It's super famous. I don't need to go into it, but that happened in 1947, and it was during that time. Uh, a lot of patents in the 50s were started on computer technology, and people in the late 40s were working on developing computer systems. Magnetic calculator, I believe, is one of the first patents. And it's just interesting how it aligns with the first kind of famous incident of a UFO crash, the rapid development of computer technologies in the last 50, 60 years. So crazy to think about. I just wanted to leave you with that. This is Crypto Clay tapping out. Peace and love.